Yeah, you just have to refresh. Uh, it depends. If you're doing a lot of save, like ones that require a save, it's good, or attack rolls, but ones that like automatically hit don't necessarily matter. Actually, I think the ones you're attacking with can use your what is it, spell attack bonus, which typically is pretty high regardless. It doesn't murder you. I'm gonna pull up. I don't know. John John has nearly murdered me at least 10 times. For the most part. Oh, well, technically, I was surrounded by people, so I don't think it necessarily would have gotten me very far. Oh, shit. I forgot to change themes. There we go. Ah, wait, it's not showing up. Why isn't it showing up? Apparently, it's invisible on stream.
You got anything going on between now and the game, Johnny? Or you just kind of?
I may have a session with my therapist, but she's got a crazy day today, so I'm gonna call her in a few minutes and confirm. If not, we'll move it to later this week.
Okay.
Alright, did it. I fixed it.
Good job, we're proud of you.
There.
I'm also proud of you, in case you were wondering.
Do you want me to send you the link to the stream so you can see what I'm doing?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to look at what you're doing.
Oh, do you not have multiple monitors like a true Chad?
Well, I have multiple monitors, but I'm drawing on one. I'm looking at what I'm drawing.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I also have a reference pulled up on one of my monitors, but I have 3, so
Ooh, look at this guy with 3 fucking monitors.
I mean, I own 3 monitors. I just don't have them set up right now. Well, shit. And tell Janet that you bullied me while she was gone.
I'm telling mom.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know how I want to do this. I want him to like kind of look sideways. Look at a reference. Maybe I'll just do front. Okay. Skip the.
What's that?
Maybe I'll just do front. Him facing front, because the side. It's kind of weird because I want his face to look one way, but his body kind of slightly lean towards another.
Yeah. Let me see. Did you post the link for your stream?
Not yet. Well, I deleted what I had, so there's not a whole lot.
Well, I was gonna say like. I was gonna say something like, if you had a idea or something, or if you're having some problems with putting something in perspective, maybe I could be of assistance.
BRB.
Okay.
Posted it in the T chat. I'm looking at references to see if I can find anything that'll like.
Help you nail the pose.
Yeah. There's a lot of sexy
Well-
poses that are sideways.
Well, the thing is too, though, like, don't get too caught up on the pose because that's not really the point of the artwork, right? The point of the artwork is to demonstrate what your character looks like so the other players have an idea what to imagine when you're talking. Right? So like it's just like, oh, the posing isn't great. It's just like, okay, but like that's not really the point, right? Like my guy's just gonna be standing there. Standing there in his robes. This might be the quietest that we ever been together.
Yeah, I'm like incredibly focused on just trying to get the right gesture that I'm trying to get down.
I hear you.
I also have music in the background, so it's kind of just soothing.
Oh, I see.
I've kind of figured this is gonna be a quiet stream, so background for whoever's watching is just sitting in silence.
Mhm.
I'm like standing to see how I want to do this. And usually like I'm standing how the position I wanted, so I can like see how to draw the body.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a terrible idea to get um like a pose reference from your own body. Like, why not?
You ever grip the pen too hard? And
Yes.
then
And it hurts your hand in
yeah,
like the next couple days.
yeah.
Yeah, I have issues with not like super bad, but I have issues with like carpal tunnel and stuff like that because of my profession, working out as a computer person and my hobbies of spending a lot of time on the computer. So it's like a reoccurring theme for me that I have to like be careful and mindful of not like squeezing the pen too hard or like not clicking too hard when we play games and stuff like that. It's like very much like a thing.
Yeah, I have like a bad habit of fucking gripping pencil, pen, whatever it is in my hand way too hard.
Yeah, dude, definitely be careful with that because she'll catch up to you. You're really young. You gotta, these are things that a lot of people don't really think about at a young age until it's like, wow, I'm always in pain. It's just like, yeah, like you kind of dug yourself into a corner. Yeah, now you gotta go to physical therapy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to be mindful.
Yeah, it's smart. Oh, what's Janet messaging me? What's your mother want?
Love.
Do you have a name for your character?
Uh, Samuel
Wet?
West.
Wes, got it. What's your character like?
He's a cowboy. He's like a gunslinger, like a bounty hunter.
Cool. Cool.
What about you? I know you said your lady was a little, cuckoo.
Yeah. Myron Pustum. He's like an old man who's like was like raised in the mines and like learned how to do magic down there to like clear and like mold earth and stuff like that. But he spent too much time down there, so he's lost a bit of his mind and he's a little crazy.
Inhale into one too many fumes.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it'd be funny to play a character that's a little
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, who doesn't love a little bit of a crazy character?
Hopefully the people we're playing with will like it. If they
Everybody
don't,
loves the crazy guy in the group.
yeah. I was telling Johnny, I'm like, yeah, like he's a little crazy, like casting fireball where his enemies are, where his allies are. And he's like, that's a great way to get them to not like you. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
In character, they might not. Out of character, I think that's a great time.
I think so. I remember this one game we were playing where it was one campaign we were all fucking bears.
What the
And
fuck?
yeah, we were bear people. It's like a homebrew race that Peter made up. And we ended up like fighting off like hordes and hordes of dudes, and the bear had wild magic, and he rolled and he cast fireball at his location, and Jason was playing a wizard standing right next to him,
Oh my
and
god.
he killed Jason. Like, not like downed Jason, like he did like more than Jason's full HP in a single shot, so he was like dead.
Alright, Peter boy.
I mean, it was pretty hysterical, honestly. Yeah, I'm like designing my guy like he's wearing like sandals. He's got like a broom as his wizard staff.
I'm looking
What?
I'm looking at it.
You're breaking up a lot, buddy.
Oh, sorry, I moved my mic away from me. I'm gonna. Now I'm looking at it, I'm gonna change the post like.
What?
I said now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna change the pose slightly. Pose I was originally planning on.
Wait, you want to see what I'm doing?
Yeah, sure.
I rimpusted him.
Oh, that's pretty good. he does look like an old fucking mite. He's got the pick. It kind of looks like he is carried around a pickaxe.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give him like a crazy like Dr. Robotnik fucking mustache. Lips would be like here.
Dr. Robotnik.
This maybe. I think I don't like is his face so far, but I have to render it out and kind of like design it yet. I just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
got the forms in place. You have to change the facial expression.
You know what? I'll change the side. Change the side that he holds his gun. I feel like that's just.
Let's see. Maybe I give him like mouths like this. What it looks like. Like a brush.
Wait, I need to make that arm longer. A little longer. A little bit. Whoops. Should
Hello.
Hey, Johnny.
Did you miss me?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going to therapy?
No, we pushed it back till later this week. Cause she was like, I could do 5:30, and I'm like, well, I'm running D&D at 7, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it is therapy.
Yeah, there you
In a
go.
way. In a way. So people are always like, jujitsu is therapy. It's no, it's not. In fact, maybe you wanna check that out.
You wanna see a professional about that.
How goes your character design, James?
I'm fixing a couple things. Just 'cause-
Dude, you gotta do something about your mic, brother.
look, man. Actually, hold on. My mic won't actually reach all the way where I am, so I'm just gonna turn up the thing a little bit.
I mean,
Yes.
that seems to have done the trick.
And on Discord, I just turn this down so it picks up whatever I'm saying from further away. But my guy's like kind of walking in a way, so I had to fix the feet.
Okay. We'll have to break for at least a little bit before we play because I gotta feed the whole family.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I figure. Johnny, how long is the session?
7 to 10, 10:30 maybe.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was gonna be a little bit later, but I still have to feed them before 10.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would definitely feed him.
For some reason, I thought it
It's
was
hard
gonna
to
go to,
tell.
I thought it was gonna go to like 11, but
You know, with one shots, it's hard to tell because it's a different group of people every time. So
yeah,
some
yeah,
people take longer, some people shorter. I'd say an average, 10, 10:30. Sometimes it has gone to 11 once or twice. So
yeah. I mean, 11 is totally fine.
yeah, definitely
You
not like 12.
you think
I ain't
that was
doing
that was
that.
gonna be my next question. You think 12 is off the table?
No, yeah, no. Get up at 6:30 every morning. I ain't trying to fuck up my whole schedule.
Right, for
No,
$25 or whatever.
sounds like coward talk.
Yeah.
I think that does it for the feet. Good. I think that is dandy.
Those are feet.
Got a foot fetish, you see.
Oh, a lot of people do.
We don't
think
judge here. We don't judge.
No, definitely not. No judging.
But I will judge you secretly.
It's crazy how like James, one piece of advice I would give you for your art, and it has nothing to do with your actual like forms or anything like that,
Mhm.
is that what I would do is I would put another layer behind everything you're doing and just set it to a light gray.
That's what I have.
You sure? It looks like white to me.
Oh, do you mean like the actual background?
Yes. Like just paint over like a bit of a gray rather than the brightest white because it's like way better for eye strain.
Where's the paint bucket? The paint bucket. That's there. Can't find the paint bucket.
You can just create like a new gradient layer if you want.
I want to
So
find
if you
the.
go like new layer, gradient layer, and then you can set like a black to white gradient from like the bottom being black, and that would kind of get your.
I found it.
All right. Yeah, I don't use Photoshop, so I couldn't really help you there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to change my fucking. Please collect the pen at these paint.
Yeah, you see, like it just feels like a lot better to paint on that. Like it's simple, but it's just like, man, now it's less
Blinding.
like yeah, exactly.
Ow. I hit my fucking head on the mic.
Wow, dude,
What
you're a real gamer now.
a little clown guy. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
You can watch on stream.
What? Are you streaming?
Yeah, I put the thing on the T chat.
You filthy whore.
Oh. That is, I am one of those. Oh damn it! I did this on the second layer. What did this on the third
Fucking
one?
whore. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh
this,
my god, I can hear me.
Yeah, I think I have this drawing stream muted.
Oh, now I can hear the sound of my own voice, and I hate hearing the sound of my own voice.
Yeah,
I
you
think
gotta mute
most
this.
people do.
You gotta mute the stream. Yeah, I feel like most people do, and then like you hear like people who are like really good singers, and like they still hate the sound of their own voice.
Yeah.
Like I
'Cause it
remember.
just sounds different in your own head.
Yeah. I guess I'll remember like even like Mike Mazzotta, like how like great of a vocalist he was. He couldn't stand to hear himself on the recordings.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it from editing my
From
own
editing
voice.
videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got used to it from basically the same thing, but for music recording, right?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still don't really like it, but I am used to it. Doesn't like disgust me as much.
Right, and that's the thing, right? You never like, ooh, I sound great. It's always like, I don't want to kill myself from hearing my own voice right now. That's about as good as it's ever got for me.
Yeah. All right. Now that I have that,
Look at that, you got some construction going on.
I need to find some clothes that I want to put on him.
Nah, you don't need clothes.
It's just a naked
Nah,
cowboy.
you definitely don't need clothes. Oh, for sure not.
I was thinking, Johnny, that my guy was going to use a broomstick for a wizard staff.
Yes, please. Or a
and-
pickaxe if he's lived underground.
That's not a bad idea either. My initial drawing has a broom, but maybe I'll change it to a pickaxe. And then I was thinking that I would make him, instead of wearing like wizard robes, he's wearing like a bathrobe.
Oh god.
I
The
don't
more I
know.
hear about him, the more I love him.
Okay, good. Because my next question was gonna be, I don't know, like how silly is like too silly for you and your.
You know, for one shots, I allow a little more silliness.
Okay.
Because fuck it, have a good time. Like a crazy old man who has a bathrobe might be too much for a full campaign, but for a one shot, it's perfect.
All right, sounds good to me.
I accidentally drew something on the background. Rip.
Ripping spaghetti, never forgetty.
I hate when that happens. I hate when I draw things on the background bags.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is this taking forever, because I'm not close to done. But whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean,
What's up, buddy? Did you start saying something and then stop saying something?
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow. Impressive.
Truly.
Johnny, did I tell you about Malazan yet?
No, give me 1 second. Sorry, who's Malazan?
It's this book series I'm reading through.
No, you didn't tell me about that.
It's like this, like really epic, like high fantasy series,
Ooh.
and it's really, really fucking good. Really, really in depth.
Yeah, it's like a
Um,
whole like a 10 book series.
that's exactly how many books are in it,
How do
and
I fucking know? So
each of the
smart.
audiobooks is like 40 hours.
Oh my god. Jesus.
But
So you're really getting balls deep on in there.
yeah, I'm only like at the beginning of book 3 right now, but so far it's been a great payoff. Recommending it to everybody. It's very, very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like what's like the setting like?
like you know, kind of like a Lord of the Rings kind of era with like gods walking among mortals and like taking possession of them, and
Ooh.
like really
Creepy
shit,
scary.
yeah, like really like shitting in their cereal, and
Ooh.
they're like, it's a war torn land.
Really shitting in this cereal, is that what you said?
Yeah, like that was,
I like that one.
and it follows like this this empire and the soldiers in the empire that are working under the empress, that like they don't, some of them really like them, some of them really don't, and like gets into the politics of things, and
Mm.
how different people in different cities are trying to survive, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just really good. It's really in depth. The magic system is really cool, and
Mm.
it's like barely explained. So like
That's kinda cool though. That's kinda cool.
I think it's really fucking cool,
Yeah.
because at a certain point things start to click and you're just kind of like, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
kinda hits. But, like it's just like there's like a race of people, and like they live for like millenniums, and like they're like hanging out with regular people who are like, infatuated with them and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
They'd be
it's
like gods, you know?
they
Even if they're
are.
not really, they live for millennia. Or they are literally gods too. That'll do it.
Well, that's the thing. There are literally gods, and these guys are
Mm.
not literally gods. They're they're like not really mortal either. Like it's
Yeah, yeah. Like a Lord of the Rings elves kind of thing.
a little bit more than that, but
Mm.
there are equivalents of elves in the you know similar to elves in the story as well. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, I really fucking recommend it. The audiobooks have been pretty good, and they're what I've been consuming. I haven't read it at all. I've only listened to the audiobooks. And yeah, if you're kind of into that kind of thing, and I know you're just starting school again though, so maybe
Yeah. Well,
now's not the time for like an epic fantasy,
I'm
but it is.
also looking into other D&D, not D&D, role-playing systems right now.
Okay.
But that, well, send me the link, and one day I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't have my hands on the keyboard right now because I'm
I
drawing.
just whenever.
Okay, I was gonna say I can just tell you what it is if you want to like open it up or something.
What's it called?
Malazan, Book of the
Uh,
Fallen, Malazan.
Book of the
Book of
Fallen.
the
Here it is.
Book of the Fallen is the
Alright, 'cause
what I
I have
typically.
been kind of interested in getting back into reading, but
Yeah, dude.
and this will be a thing like maybe for the next 10 years if I'm really that busy, you know.
Yeah, dude. And that's why I love it on audiobook, because like I listen. It took me like 2 fucking hours to do the lawn today because I like,
Yeah,
neglected it for so long. But like I listened to it while I was mowing the lawn, and
there you go.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do spend a lot of time in the car now because driving back and forth to Long Island and with work and things, so it might be good for that.
I mean, it'd be perfect for that, really.
Yeah. What I just read is the Kyoshi books from Avatar.
Yeah, I own them, but I haven't read
Yeah.
them.
They're good. They're a good read. It's like two
Yeah,
books. It's pretty
yeah, I
pretty
have them
easy
both.
read. Um, and it's a good story. They really do well, like expanding on the Avatar, and it didn't feel like Korra, where it was like weird steampunk stuff. It didn't really fit. Like it very much, I feel like it fit within the canon there.
Sure.
And they did a great job, like the character, because you don't really learn a whole lot about her in the original series. There, she was just some kind of badass, really.
Right, like you just know that like she like created her own islands because she was pissed off.
Yeah, yeah. Which they don't
But
actually get into that in the books. I was a little surprised. Spoiler warning.
oh, that is a little.
Yeah, but I kind of appreciate because they really made their own story with it. They didn't rely on the original series.
Sure.
that kind of thing. Definitely worth a read when you get to it after you finish your 10-page epic series there.
Yeah, dude.
I think you mean 10 book.
He does.
That's
but
what I meant. 10 book and not 10 pages.
yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Yeah, dude. No, I'll definitely check it out because, like I said, we own them. I bought them for Janet because she likes Kyoshi because she thinks like she's like a woman badass kind of situation. So
Yeah, Avatar really does like badass woman well without being like pandering or patronizing or toxic masculinity, but just woman instead of men.
yeah, I can see why you would say something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you
uh,
goddamn masculine pig. No, I'm joking.
yeah, like the Witcher universe was really ahead of its time for that too, because those books
Yeah.
were written in the 80s.
Oh, were they? I didn't realize they're that old.
Yeah, they're pretty old. I don't know. Maybe don't quote me on that, but they're old enough, right? Maybe like early.
Yeah. I
And
thought maybe not. Yeah, that makes sense though.
yeah. But they're kind of, same vein of things like the women or like powerful sorcerers or sorceresses, right?
Not just damsels in distress.
Yeah, exactly. And I really liked that,
Mm.
because it's just, I don't know, like you don't want to hear, and though it's funny and kind of like a total fucking shame, the show totally ruins it.
The show was not that great.
The show is not good because it
I
doesn't
played a bit
follow.
of the third game and it was good, but the show I haven't read the books, but the show did not tickle my peener.
The show doesn't follow the books.
It doesn't. Okay, I'm not surprised to hear that.
Like it's based on the books, but it's like the characters and like what they do and like what happens in the story and stuff is like the first season is like loosely based around the books, and like I'm like, oh, okay, I see how we got here, right?
Mm.
The second season, I didn't even watch it, dude. I watched the first like 2 episodes, and the first episode actually follows one of the books for the most part. It's a little different, but it's mostly there, right? And then from there on out, like it's just further and further from the source material. And like
Boo.
I watched the first episode or the second episode, and it was just kind of like, this is just not The Witcher. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
this
feel
is, but
that.
it's like,
I mean, the problem is when it comes to like books and trying to kind of create their own thing, their director wants their stuff on there. Like they want to make it somehow theirs. So even though like Henry Cavill,
he's great.
yeah, no, he loves The Witcher. Like he knows everything about it. He tried to make it like
He's a huge nerd.
he tried to make it like the books and the games, but the director wanted to go a separate way.
That's gay. Have you seen Rings of Power?
No.
I hear they deviated from the Silmarillion very much.
But is it like good?
I think it's pretty good. I haven't read the Silmarillion, so I
Oh.
can't speak to that.
Well, I mean, that shit was like unorganized lore that was like never supposed to be released. So
Exactly, right? This it's not perfect, but I'd say a solid 7.5 out of 10.
yeah, how does it like hold up against like the Peter Jackson stuff?
Nothing can quite hold up against that. But that's like saying like, oh well, your D&D campaign isn't as good as Matt Mercer's. Like, of course it's not going to be as good as Matt Mercer's. You can't compare the two.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not professional
But
voice
like, well,
actors.
the special effects are really good, and like the makeup and like the practical, like the orcs look amazing. So I'll say like the visually, the show is amazing. And the characters are cool, and the storylines are interesting. And there's a few things like with the hobbits where they're a little weird. And like they have like like they keep bringing back characters. Well, they have Galadriel and Elrond as like two of the main characters, which I don't mind so much because they had played very minor parts in the original series there. But I think they have a character that might be like Gandalf. They haven't revealed who it is, like, oh, who's this mysterious old man with a gray beard who can use magic? I'm like, it better not be fucking Gandalf. Because I feel like that's too much, like just relying on what's come before, you know?
Yeah, maybe. You know, it's like you like want something familiar, but also something like new.
Yeah, like, make new stuff. Don't like just, oh, remember this from the original thing that you liked? That means you'll like this too. Like, no,
The
get the
thing
fuck out of here
is,
with that shit.
I like I personally don't really like. I don't think they're necessarily bad movies, but I've never liked the Lord of the Rings or Hobbit. Like this,
Really?
yeah. I feel like it was very meh. Like it's not a bad movie, like not at all. I just like it wasn't the reason for me to like be into fantasy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like like Game of Thrones. I think I like Game of Thrones,
Well, hold on a
and
second. I don't know if that's entirely fair, simply because um Game of Thrones came like way after, right? Like, you know, it's extrapolating on the what is kind of the source material, right? I mean, I feel like you know what I
Uh,
mean? Like it
Well, Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings are pretty different.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not like saying Game of Thrones is better, way better than Lord of the Rings. I'm saying like I feel like Game of Thrones when it did fantasy, it did it slightly better, just because I think Lord of the Rings, like there was one big plot hole. They could have used the eagle to fly to Mordor and just skip that whole adventure. Why they didn't is completely like resolved. Like I feel like it's a good story with a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, it's almost like it was the
Well,
first
the
it's like
the
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 first
huge ring of power that corrupts everything it touches, being in the hands of someone powerful wouldn't work. That's the whole reason why Aragon and Gandalf couldn't take it. That's why it had to go with these two little hobbits because they had that kind of naive innocence, you know. Um, so it's not. I don't think it's too huge of a plot hole.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. Maybe it's just
I can
the
see why you
writing's
wouldn't
not for
like it.
me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I tried to
and
read the books, and the books were definitely not for me.
the
They just
books
did
are
not
not.
connect.
The
Yeah,
books are
exactly.
Lord of the Boring.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it.
Uh, what's it called? I actually like the Game of Thrones books more than I like the show.
I like the books. I listened to a lot of my audiobook and I don't remember anything because they're so long and so intense and so intricate and so many people have the same names and I just couldn't keep it all straight.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to a lot of fantasy, when it comes to like the book versions, they have a lot more details that you have to kind of keep track of.
Mm.
Uh, or like they'll bring up later, but the show kind of helps put everything in kind of like a very linear like way, so you can like easily understand who's who because you can put a face to the name now.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that. I mean, that is how film works. Um, I think that also in the books, it's kind of like you can get more epic than you can on the big screen, which, you know, is not to say like the big screen doesn't, you know, do it for me. Obviously it does, right?
The, I mean, it
But
depends because if it's
no,
like live action, in a sense, like you have people acting instead of just like animating, because animating you could get as crazy as you want. You're just gonna have to, spend a budget. While live action, it like you have limited to like what you can do from like a reality standpoint.
maybe. I also think that like when the wording is done properly and you're reading a story, your mind creates it in its like most epic form where like, you know, if you were to have watched it on a screen, there's no like question. It's like, oh, okay, this is what Minas Tirith or whatever it's called looks like, right? Whereas like if you're just kind of like imagining it, it's like, oh, like this is what I imagine. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you're free to put your own kind of spin on things, if for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I get what you're putting down.
Yeah, you're picking up on what I'm putting down.
I'm picking it up, putting it on the
That's
coffee table.
All right, I'm gonna hop off for a bit, but I'll see you guys later.
All right.
We bored Johnny to death.
No,
All right, Johnny.
no, I'm sorry. I'm just doing things here and doing things there and trying to eat dinner and whatnot.
No, dude, I understand. We
Um,
bored you. It's cool. I'll talk to you
Yeah,
later.
you guys are also super boring.
Unrelated.
Unrelated. You
All right,
actually
bro.
did board.
Alright, see you guys later.
See it.
Goodbye. Oh my goodness, the dogs are so fucking like on edge right now. Like not on edge, but they're just like,
They're missing mom.
yeah, they every noise they think mom's home kind of thing. You know?
My dogs are like that when people just aren't in the house.
Yeah.
You know, they get like anxious and they'll like wait like by the door until somebody gets home. So this is what I have so far.
It's not bad, man. Kind of cool. You want to see what I got? I'll show you what I got going on. Where's the Discord? Good old Myram Postum.
Wait, head out to my Discord quick. Pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Gotta render out.
He looks like an Italian version of Dr. Robotnik who's
Whoops.
been in a cave for too long.
Yeah, right. I gotta like finish doing some of his hair, and then I gotta just get some robe color, slap a gradient map on it, and then I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna get out of here and feed the dogs and stuff, and we only got like 2 hours left right now.
Yeah, I mean, we got the basic of our character.
Yeah, I do want to like.
I'm sure we could finish it. Definitely not today.
Oh my
probably.
No, I'm gonna finish this guy in like the next like hour.
I might need some more time.
Well, you know, just kind of, I would say try to get as close as you can before the campaign, right? Why not? I know, Snoopy. I'm sorry, buddy.
Why has mom left?
Basically, what's going on? They just like kind of like sit there and stare at me like, "Think you gonna bring mom back, Dad?" I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, mom's got her own life. And they're just like, we know, we just want to be part of it. It's just like, oh god.
I'm doing this on the wrong layer.
Yeah, I used to be like really fucking like strict about my layers and stuff. And then I got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I need to put another layer on top of it and kind of lose track of where my layers are. It's not that big of a deal. Just fucking make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like to keep certain things. So like, if like I keep updating the outline, I like to like kind of move it around so I can see how it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's moving,
What's that, bud?
and I like seeing it move around and see if it's moving around in the right direction.
What do you mean moving around in the right direction?
So like my outlines, if you look at them, I move like the character in different positions.
Mm-hmm.
So I look back at the old one and then look back and look at the how I'm putting
I see
the
what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I try to like just make a decision with that before I start like doing anything too crazy because I feel like once I make the decision, I can, once I'm like kind of committed to it, I'm able to just kind of keep extrapolating on it. Whereas if I don't make the decision right away at the beginning, then it's kind of like I'm like dooming myself in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Like, yeah, I mean that's just my workflow, and I'm not like a point of authority by any means. Please, but
Oh no, you're pretty authoritative. Pretty. Oh, I forgot. This is about to be the most complicated part of this build. Or this drawing. Actually, I won't draw it. I'll just leave him
What is?
freehand. I was gonna draw the musket, but I don't. I don't want to go that much into detail.
I mean, you could cheat it and just like find a picture of a musket and trace over it.
I'm like,
It's not like it's not like cheating or anything. It's I don't know. I don't really like to do that myself because I feel like I'm cheating like my progression. But in a situation like this where it's like you're kind of under the gun, you gotta kind of get it going. Then what the hell? Why not? Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving him like a leather belt, like bathrobe, leather belt. Makes no sense. Dude's crazy.
Oh, my back. It's itchy.
No. I want like a light blue for the robes. Oh, I gotta do his hair too. I forgot.
feel if Janet was here, she'd be surprised how quiet we are.
I know. Just like focusing. She might not be surprised. She might understand. She's an artist too, so she would get it. Like we're just like focusing.
Damn it. I keep accidentally pressing the button.
What button?
There's buttons on this fucking tablet and
Oh yeah.
but, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna because I'm drawing on a Wacom tablet right now. It's really nice, but I'm gonna end up buying the Huion tablet when it's time for me to get my own. I got one that's like 4K for like $1,300, which is it ain't cheap, but it's not 2,000 either.
yeah. I mean, I have the XP. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know what it is? I really, really want one with a laminated screen, like the same kind of screen that like you have on your phone.
Ah, okay, yeah. Those that tend to cost a little more. I didn't
costs a
see the
lot more.
appeal.
The gap between the pen and what you're actually drawing on is smaller.
Yeah, I know it does. It's just I never really like
Noticed?
yeah.
Yeah, I notice it sometimes on this current one because it's not a laminated screen. This is like a cheaper Wacom model, and it doesn't drive me crazy, but I definitely notice it. And I'm like, you know what? If I cheap out and I buy not cheap out, but if I buy the cheaper model when I really want the more expensive one, I'll end up replacing it in a year just because I'm fucking neurotic like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
like I know what I really want, and I'm just gonna get it. Especially if I feel like I wanna like really like try to pursue this a little bit and see just kind of where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard stop at like 6, I think. Isn't it crazy how like 3 hours just disappears doing this stuff?
Yeah, I mean
I guess we didn't start till like 3:30 actually.
even that still like a decent time pass super fast.
What's that?
It's still a decent amount of time to pass like incredibly fast.
Mm-hmm.
I hate drawing hands.
Yeah, hands are still a pain in the ass, but you just gotta do them a shitload.
All right, what do you think of this?
Pretty good, man. Gets the point across. I kind of feel like I know what the character is. He's a cowboy. I thought he would be more cow. It kind of just looks like a guy. Kind of just looks like a guy to me. No, it looks good. Should be proud of it.
Oh, my zoom button has changed.
What?
My zoom button has been changed. Oh wait, I forgot to draw little strands of hair.
It's all right. Still got time.
Weren't you gonna hard stop?
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
I
You're
looked at
right.
the time. I was like, I wonder how much time has passed.
I did say I was gonna hard stop.
Not really sure what I'm doing right now, but I felt the shirt was too empty. I don't like it. Keep it simple for now.
That's pretty good, dude.
Thank you. Oh fuck! Use the wrong color. Oh no, he looks like Luffy from Straw Hats.
Hmm?
He looks like
What?
Luffy. It's a fucking sad head. I'll change that to gray. Oh, my arm.
I'm gonna send you this guy so you can see him, and then I'm gonna sign off.
Look at this bad boy. Oh yeah, that's the caveman robot.
It's not too bad. I wish I had more time, but I don't. So, all right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'll see you in a couple. Push it into the brightness mix it. God damn it. well, I think that's would be all for today. Hope you enjoyed watching me draw whatever this is. I know I didn't fill in the shoes. I still don't know what color I want to do. I think it's gonna be black. I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.